Where you live is one of the most significant financial decisions you will ever make. More than which car you drive, more than which subscription services you have, more than almost any other spending decision in your life. Two people on identical salaries in different UK cities can have monthly savings potential that differs by £500 or more, purely because of where they have chosen to live. In 2026, the cost of living gap between UK cities is larger than most people realise. By the end of this video, you will have real, honest numbers for 6 major UK cities, so you can see exactly where you stand and what your location is actually costing you financially. The financial impact of where you live goes far beyond just rent. It affects your transport costs, your food costs, your social spending, and the salary you are likely to be offered for comparable work. All of these factors combine to create a total cost of living picture that can vary dramatically across the UK. The common assumption is that higher salaries in London and the South East compensate for higher costs, and in some cases they do. But the relationship between salary and cost of living is not linear. A £40,000 salary in Manchester delivers meaningfully more financial security than the same salary in London when the difference in living costs is factored in. Conversely, some people in lower cost cities are earning salaries that reflect the local market rather than the national one. Remote working has changed this calculation significantly for some workers, who can now access higher salaries from employers in London or internationally while living in lower cost areas. This is one of the most financially powerful situations a UK worker can be in right now. Throughout this video, we will look at the real monthly costs across 6 cities and what they mean for your ability to save, invest and build financial security. London is the reference point for cost of living comparisons because it sits so far above every other UK city. Rent for a 1-bedroom flat in London averages between £1,600 and £2,200 per month depending on the area. We will use £1,800 as a reasonable central London or inner zone figure, acknowledging that outer zones can be lower. Transport. A monthly travel card for zones 1 and 2 costs approximately £160 per month in 2026. Many London workers spend significantly more depending on their commute. Food. Grocery costs in London are broadly similar to the rest of the UK if you shop at mainstream supermarkets. We will use £220 per month. Bills, typically included in many London rentals, or adding £100 to £150 per month if not. Total essential monthly costs in London, approximately £2,280 to £2,480 per month. On a £40,000 salary with a take-home pay of £2,553 per month, essential costs in London consume between 89% and 97% of take-home pay. The savings potential before discretionary spending is effectively zero or negative in many cases. This is the honest reality of a £40,000 salary in London in 2026. It is not a comfortable salary. It is a survival salary in many parts of the city. To build meaningful savings in London on this income requires either significantly reduced housing costs through house sharing, a higher salary, or both. Bristol and Edinburgh represent the second tier of UK city costs. Significantly cheaper than London, but meaningfully more expensive than the major northern English cities. Bristol. A 1-bedroom flat in Bristol averages between £1,100 and £1,400 per month. We will use £1,200. Transport by bus or cycle is around £70 per month. Food £200 per month. Bills £100 per month. Total essential costs approximately £1,570 per month. On a £40,000 salary that leaves approximately £983 per month after essentials. Savings potential of £400 to £600 per month is realistic. A meaningful improvement over London. Edinburgh. Scotland's capital has seen significant rental price growth. A 1-bedroom flat averages between £1,000 and £1,400 per month. We will use £1,150. Transport by bus approximately £65 per month. Food £195 per month, bills £110 per month. Total essential cost approximately £1,520 per month. On a £40,000 salary that leaves approximately £1,033 per month after essentials. Slightly more breathing room than Bristol, though it is worth noting that Scottish income tax rates differ slightly from England and Wales, with the starter rate band below the basic rate threshold that benefits lower earners. Manchester and Birmingham represent some of the strongest value for money of any major UK cities in 2026, particularly given the quality of life, job markets and infrastructure they offer. Manchester. A 1-bedroom flat in Manchester averages between £850 and £1,150 per month. We will use £950. Transport by Metrolink or bus approximately £75 per month. Food £190 per month. Bills £100 per month. Total essential costs approximately £1,315 per month. On a £40,000 salary, that leaves approximately £1,238 per month after essentials. Savings potential of £600 to £900 per month is genuinely achievable with sensible discretionary spending. This is a fundamentally different financial position to London on the same salary. Birmingham. A one-bedroom flat in Birmingham averages between £800 and £1,050 per month. We will use £900, transport approximately £70 per month, food £185 per month, bills £100 per month. Total essential costs approximately £1,255 per month. On a £40,000 salary, that leaves approximately £1,298 per month after essentials. Savings potential of £650 to £950 per month. One of the strongest value for money propositions of any major UK city at this salary level, Leeds deserves particular attention because it consistently comes out as an exceptional value among major UK cities with strong job markets and significant infrastructure investment. A one-bedroom flat in Leeds averages between £750 and £1,000 per month. We will use £850, transport approximately £65 per month, food £185 per month, bills £95 per month. Total essential costs approximately £1,195 per month. On a £40,000 salary, that leaves approximately £1,358 per month after essentials. Savings potential of £700 to £1,000 per month with sensible discretionary spending. That is close to double the savings potential of the same salary in Bristol or Edinburgh, and virtually incomparable to London. Leeds also benefits from significant ongoing investment in its city centre, a growing tech and financial services sector, and excellent transport links to Manchester and London. For remote workers or those in sectors with strong Leeds representation, it represents one of the most financially compelling places to live in the UK in 2026. Let's put the full comparison in one place. All figures on a £40,000 salary with take-home pay of £2,553 per month. London. Essential costs. £2,280 to £2,480. Savings potential. Effectively zero to negative before discretionary spending. Bristol. Essential costs £1,570. Savings potential £400 to £600 per month. Edinburgh. Essential costs £1,520. Savings potential £450 to £650 per month. Manchester. Essential cost £1,315. Savings potential £600 to £900 per month. Birmingham. Essential costs £1,255. Savings potential £650 to £950 per month. Leeds. Essential costs £1,195. Savings potential £700 to £1,000 per month. The difference between living in London and living in Leeds on the same £40,000 salary is potentially £700 to £1,000 per month in savings capacity. Over 10 years invested consistently at 7% average annual return, that difference compounds to approximately £116,000 to £166,000. That is the real financial cost of location choice. This is a deeply personal decision that goes far beyond pure financial maths. Career opportunities, family, relationships, lifestyle preferences, and quality of life all matter enormously and cannot be reduced to a spreadsheet. But the financial case for considering location as a deliberate financial lever is stronger than most people realise, particularly for remote workers who can access London or national salaries while living in lower-cost cities. If you are currently in a high-cost city and working remotely or in a role that does not require physical presence, the financial benefit of relocating to a lower-cost area is potentially hundreds of thousands of pounds over a decade. That is worth at least examining honestly. If you are tied to a specific location for career reasons, the lesson from this comparison is to be deliberate about housing costs within that city. In London, the difference between a Zone 2 house share at £700 per month and a Zone 1 one-bedroom flat at £1,800 per month is £1,100 per month in additional savings capacity. Location decisions within a city matter as much as the city itself. To bring it all together, where you live is one of the most significant financial decisions you will ever make. On a £40,000 salary, the difference in savings potential between London and Leeds is potentially £700 to £1,000 per month, compounding to over £100,000 in additional wealth over a decade. Bristol and Edinburgh offer a middle ground between London cost and northern value. Manchester and Birmingham offer major city amenities with significantly lower costs. Leeds stands out as exceptional value. And wherever you live, being deliberate about housing costs within your city is the single biggest lever available to improve your financial position without changing your income at all. If this video helped you understand how much your location is affecting your finances, subscribing takes 2 seconds and means you won't miss a video. We post twice a week on making your money work harder in the UK, and next up we are looking at zero-based budgeting, the UK version, and exactly how to make this system work on a real British salary.